Got a good one.
Oh, he had a beauty. And it takes Butch Johnson back to his own 46. Johnson over midfield, Cardinal territory, 48-yard line. A 48-yard putt by Dwayne Carroll, and the Cardinals really needed it at that moment.
Look at Bob Brody, number 53, come up the middle. That's the delayed blitz. He lets that center commit in one way or another. Charlie Waters, number 41, is coming up there, and he's tripping the ball away from him, which, of course, is legal. And there's Brunig back on the fumble. So situation, hand off to the outside. You see him there trying to wait, delay in here. He said, wait, don't look at me. Quick flip over the middle. That's really the inexperience of those linebackers that you guys were talking about a while ago. Nobody.
Dorsett again the ball. Look at him roll. He has the first down.
Oh, they love him here. They just love him, and why not?
I don't blame them.
They've been waiting for this kind of back to give the Cowboys the total offense that their personnel deserves. Look at that. Squirts through.
He moves to the outside almost as fast as he goes straight ahead.
Good block by Newhouse. Coming to the outside, look at Tom Rafferty, number 64, coming around in there. He did follow him, jumped in there. That great acceleration off the ball. Looks like a first down, Frank.
3 setbacks now. Preston Pearson back in the lineup. Newhouse is there. Dorsett is there. Dorsett, the call. Hurdles into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
He does it all.
I wouldn't jump like that too much anymore, though, because that's where you really get hurt.
Up and over.
Yeah, get in there another way. That was a nice one. Touchdown.
That's dramatic, but it's also dangerous.
It really is, Frank. You see Newhouse come across the other side. Oh, that's up in there, and you are somewhat vulnerable. Another shot of it, going off to the right side. They're going over to Tom Rafferty and Donovan that you were talking about, Howard, and they had a good lead block by Newhouse.
A friend Herrera for the conversion. Herrera splits the uprights. The Cowboys are in front 7-3. It was deep for Dallas. Carroll. Fair catch called for and made at the 40-yard line, where Dallas will once again have good field position.
There he is across. You see him. That ball is snapped. It splits across the line of scrimmage.
As you look at him again, what a hole. I said he was no Calvin Hill, which was true, but Dallas fans didn't like that.
Going to be able to play tonight. Second down and 10. Ball at the 23-yard line of the Cardinals. Roger with a huge opening upfield.
He may score.
Oh, and what a nifty run.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
1-yard line.
I'm telling you, he is a gutsy son of a gun.
Really
He will go at it.
He's one of the pluckiest athletes this country has yet seen. He is a leader in every respect.
Look at his hole open up. Now, he's got Dorsett in here. He takes another linebacker out. There's nobody there but a referee.
Look at this move.
That's a good one, Frank, right there. Now, here's a heads-up.
Dorsett. And he gets popped before he has a chance to hurdle towards the end zone.
You see him kind of getting himself set to jump that time. I think that's one of the things that I know coaches, I used to always hear, that coach in particular, say, look, stay on the ground. Keep your feet on the ground because you can't change directions when you're in midair.
Play action. Pass.
Nobody there.
Wide open. Billy Joe Dupree.
Got it. That was close.
What a beautifully executed touchdown drive. Done in the manner of the old Green Bay Packer team, using the clock, controlling it.
You never saw Bart Starr run that far in your life. Tell the truth.
That's true.
Okay.
Not Bart Starr. But I saw him throw the same kind of back.
Right.
Sometimes against you.
Look at this one. A fake to Dorsett. They think that's where the ball's going to go. A good fake, as a matter of fact. You see commitment out of that safety. Nobody's back there. Billy Joe's wide open. Touchdown.
Very conscious of getting both those feet down. He did. Touchdown. Ben Herrera converts, and the Cowboys extend their lead over the Cardinals to 14-3. Roger Staubach, the key factor, a 22-yard run. Billy Joe Dupree right there scored.
National Football League quarterbacks. Example 1, Fran Tarkenton, sacked by Gary Burley, suffered a broken fibula in the right leg, out indefinitely. Lynn Dickey of the Green Bay Packers, broken leg, out for the season. And Bill Munson charges broken leg, out for the season. And then at Three Rivers Stadium, second quarter action, Brian Sipe back to pass for the Browns, hit by old Arrowhead, Ernie Holmes, number 63. And Sipe suffered a broken bone in the left shoulder. He'll be out for 6 weeks. Terry Bradshaw was no exception on this day of quarterback catastrophes. Watch! Gerald Irons from the blind side. And Terry already sporting a cast over a broken wrist in the old familiar scene, writhing in agony on the playing field. Severely bruised left shoulder. He'll be back next week. Now in the first quarter, trailing 3-0. Bradshaw was red hot, throwing deep to the graceful Lynn Swann touchdown. The Steelers took a 7-3 lead. Lynn had 5 catches, 129 yards, that 1 touchdown on the day. The very last play in the first quarter. Bradshaw again looking for the same target. And watch this. Swann and another of his pattern and leaps. An extraordinary catch. That set up a Rocky Bleier 2-yard touchdown jaunt. The Steelers went ahead by a score of 14-3. Midway in the second quarter, with the score at 14-3, it was time for Bradshaw to look elsewhere. And so he went to number 82, Johnny Stallworth. And John is alone, the ball perfectly thrown. Touchdown on the day. Stallworth caught 6 for 126 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Steelers sped to a 28-3 lead at halftime. But these Brownies never give up. This is third quarter action. Dave Mays in for sight. Passing to the incredible one, Greg Pruitt, who seems so elusive. It almost seems as if no single tackler can bring him down one-on-one. This play, good for 31 yards. With less than a minute left in the game, the score had grown to 35-24. And Dave Mays hit Larry Poole. Too little, too late. Pittsburgh 35-31. The New England Patriots visited the Miami Dolphins. A must-win game for the Patriots, but they weren't equal to it. Here's fourth quarter action. The Dolphins leading 7-3. And Johnny Smith had kicked off for New England. That's Gary Davis, second-year man out of Cal Poly. You saw the wedge open up the hole. Now you see him cutting back across the field. Now, veering down the right sideline. He's too quick for that tackler. And that one finally heaves him out of bounds. But that set up a Garo Yepremian field goal. Miami led 10-3 in the fourth quarter. New England, trailing 10-3, tried to blitz. You don't blitz a slick veteran like Bob Greasy. He can read it. And that's what he did right here. Throwing to Nat Moore. Touchdown, 17-3. The final score, Miami 17, New England 5. The Chiefs visit the Bears. And the Chiefs stormed to a 17-0 lead. But all day long they were fearful of this man, Walter Payton. This, a 15-yard run that has as much brilliance in it as any 90-yard touchdown dash you'll ever see. Payton, a marvelous running back, who is now the outstanding runner in the National Football League. 2 minutes left in the game. Kansas City leading 20-14. The Bears fighting back. And there goes Payton. Look at his stats on the day. The Bears went ahead 21-20. But just as quickly, the Chiefs responded. Eddie Podolak scored on a 14-yard run with only 29 seconds left. And then this. 3 seconds left in the game. Who's covering Greg Latta? No one. Avellini to Latta. And the Bears rescued the ball game 28-27, an unbelievable finish. At San Diego Stadium, the Denver Broncos, an authentic powerhouse, had to meet up with a San Diego team that was hot. Trailing 14-3, Craig Morton threw to Haven Moses for a touchdown. That made it 14-10. That midway in the third quarter. And then, with only a minute and a half left in the game, the rejuvenated Morton, newly married, again threw to Haven Moses. Touchdown. Denver has lost only once this year. They won yesterday 17-14. The wildest game of the day had this man in a turmoil, a frenzy all day long, John Madden. Houston at Oakland. It's 10-6, Oakland. But right now, Pastorini deep. Watch 0-0. Kenny Burrow. Great catch. Touchdown. And so, Houston went ahead 13-10 late in the second quarter, with Houston enjoying that 3-point lead. Kenny Stabler, the slick southpaw, looking for old, reliable number 25, Paletnikov. Of course, he's all alone. The blue-fingered one scores. Oakland moves ahead 17-13. The game was topsy-turvy, shifting tides, ebb and flow. This action in the third quarter. Oakland ahead 17-16. Would you believe it? The pass to Paletnikov. Paletnikov hit by Willie Alexander. Fumbled. The ball taken in the air by 22 Zeke Moore. Watch Zeke slip that tackle. Now, the downfield blocking is forming. And Zeke is going to go all the way for a Houston touchdown that seemed to come out of nowhere. The extra point was missed by Pastorini, picking for the injured Tony Fritsch. That made it Houston 22-17. Oakland went ahead 24-22. Pastorini again. Cabelli, White Shoes Johnson, all alone. The speedster pours it on. And so again, Houston went ahead as Billy goes through his familiar act. That made it 29-24 for Houston. The kickoff goes to number 40. Pete Banaszak. They mark him off every year. He keeps coming back. Right here, he returns the ball to the Oakland 43. That was enough to put Kenny Stabler in the field position he wanted. 8 plays later, number 28. USC, Clarence Davis. Sweep, touchdown, Oakland won the ball game 34-29.
Apart from getting sacked as he throws the ball so quickly before the guy makes his final move. He threw it that time. He did not look at Randy Hughes on the outside. Didn't set up. Not into Hughes. His arms coming out of the outside. I don't know where that scuffle starts, but it starts.
They had to have that break to keep the game alive.
Billy Joe Dupree will think about that all night. We'll be right back.
Randy White, number 54.
Look at that entire defense slant.
Yeah, but nobody's blocking him. See, Frank, they're trying to cut off with him with Finney. But look at Didi, number 50, stand up right there. And there he goes.
You know, again, third roughness, he's number 76.
That's a tough call.
Well, I think they really did try to protect the quarterbacks. You mentioned that
field goal. It is not. He's going to punt as he did against the Giants last week. Oh, and he has hit a beauty.
Efren
puts it out inside the 5. He did that last week against the Giants. And he's congratulated. So the Cardinals start in trouble again. At the 1. Morris this time. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Okay, they got it back going.
Yep, things grow more and more interesting.
You'll see again the protection. Nobody's getting close. Has some time, zips it. He had him turned.
Again against Lee Nelson. 10-yard line. Dorsett. And Tony behind a surge of the left side of the Cowboys line moves to the 5-yard line. And Ralph Neely and Herbert Scott zone blocking just blew the right side of the Cowboys defense out of there.
It was.
Second down and 5. Cowboys. Newhouse.
Oh, good hit.
Gets to maybe the 2-yard line, forced backwards. A little more than 2 yards to go. Newhouse, funny call, a draw play. And it loses a yard.
That's a very unusual call.
Ticking, remaining in the game. 21-yard attempt. Herrera is good. Ben Herrera has now made 6 consecutive field goals for the Cowboys.
And the Cardinals stay alive on this November 14th, 1977.
Against Dallas. Somehow or other, he makes the big play.
He had him by that step, and that ball was right there. Man, that's pretty. I don't guess his ankle hurts on this one. It's not pinching at all.
Oh, no sign of a limp.
Straight down the field, nothing fancy. Aaron Kyle was not that far off of him, incidentally.
That ball had to be perfect. He's wide open.
Oh, that's that little fake roll out there on the outside. Looks like to me, again, somebody had to miss some sort of an assignment. Only one I could see close is...
Boy, did you see him hug that ball?
Oh, yeah. He
Dorsett, the call, hurdles into the end zone, touchdown Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
He does it all. kind of back to give the Cowboys the total offense that their personnel deserves. Look at that.
Play action. Pass.
Nobody there.
Wide open. Billy Joe Dupree.
Got it. That was close.
What a beautifully executed touchdown drive.
Billy Joe's wide open. That's down.
At the one. Morris this time. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Okay, they got it back going.
Yep, things grow more and more interesting.
Here's Dallas. Somehow or other, he makes the big play.
He had him by that step, and that ball was right there. Man, that's pretty. Straight down the field, nothing fancy. Aaron Kyle was not that far off of him, incidentally.
That ball had to be perfect.
Well, it's that little fake roll out there on the outside. Looks like to me, again, somebody had to miss some sort of an assignment. Only one I could see close is...
Boy, did you see him hug that ball?
Oh, yeah.